you guys, 10 years ago, like I said, you couldn't have paid me $1 million to get up and do this. I'd rather have been shot or something. But I got in. This is what I did 10 years ago. I just was so excited. After reading all those books, I thought, this is my only way out. This is my only way to stay at home with my 3 beautiful daughters. So I took a chance. That's what I did 10 years ago. I took a chance, and I got in. And so this is what I did. I got in, and I got a position in that company, okay? And I became a product of the product. That's the first thing that I would recommend each and every one of you to do. Before you even think about the business, you need to believe in what you're promoting. You need to believe in what you're using. So I became a product of the product. And then the next thing, you want to know what they told me to do? They told me to go out and share it with 2 other people. 2 other people that would want to get healthier, would want to work from home, make extra money. So who's the one person you can always count on, Phil, to support you no matter what? Your mom. Your mom or your wife. So I couldn't get my husband in the business, so I called my mom. I got my mom, and I called my mom and I said, Mom, I am so excited. I said, I think I'm onto something, and I think I can get you retired from that job. My mom had worked at the Indianapolis Star and newspaper for 30 plus years. She literally hated it. She had no way out. She did not have enough money to retire. So I said, Mom, I think this could be our ticket. She got in, got on board, and guess what she did? She became a product of the product, started using the product. The next person I called was my neighbor, my good friend Becky down the street. She's a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids just like me. Our kids went to school together, and I called Becky. And Becky, you guys, she grew up on a farm in North Dakota, and milking cows and stuff like that. She and I and my mom, we had no business background. It's kind of a funny story, but I called Becky, and I said, Becky, I said, listen, I think I'm onto something. I think we can make some money at this. And she goes, sign me up. She was so excited. She goes, if I can just make enough money to get a pedicure once a month. She was dead serious. I mean, her husband made a lot of money, but he was very frugal. And so she just wanted her own spending money. So I said, Becky, I think we can do better than a pedicure. So she got on board. Her husband was not very supportive. He said, Becky, I'm going to tell you right now. He said, I will not tell a friend about this. I will not tell a neighbor. I will not tell a coworker, and I'm definitely not going to tell a stranger, okay? He goes, but I will do one thing. I'll use the product. Okay, so here we are, you guys. We are like Dumb and Dumber. We don't even know what we're doing. We don't understand the compensation plan. In fact, we didn't even know how to pronounce the berry. We were calling it the Acacia berry and the Aki berry. All we knew is it had been on the Today Show. And you know, we're on to something, right? So anyway, I told my mom and I told Becky. We didn't know what we were doing. I just did what my sponsor told me. They said, just go share it with 2 people. So I said, Mom, you need to share this with 2 people. So my mom went and she shared it with my brother Matt. And she got my brother involved. And then she shared it with my Uncle Tom. And then Becky, I told her, I said the same thing. She shared it with her best friend Chris from Ohio. And then she shared it with her sister Christy, who's a nurse from North Dakota. So this is what we started with. And I have to tell you guys, 8 months into this, okay, I was ready to quit. 8 months into this, I was only making $200 a month. And I thought I was working pretty hard. I brought in like 40-some people, maybe not quite 40, but at that time, I brought in probably 20, 30 people. And would you guys believe that half of them quit? Are you guys shocked by that? I was like, what is going on? I almost quit with them because I was so depressed. You know, I'd go take naps. I thought maybe when I wake up, I'll have a great voicemail. Somebody wants to sign me. I was so depressed. I let it really destroy me. And like I said, 8 months into it, I almost gave up because all these people were falling out like it's crazy. And so I'll never forget, this was a defining moment in my network marketing career because literally I was ready to quit 8 months into it. And I'll never forget, a lady called me from Greenfield, Indiana, which is kind of a blue-collar area. There's not a whole lot of industry there, kind of a recessed area. But this lady calls me. I don't even know how she got my name and number. She said, hey, Jenny, I wanted to let you know there's a meeting going on in the area, and there's a big speaker coming in from Florida. And she told me all the details. And I said, well, how are you doing, Loretta? And I was hoping she'd tell me that she wasn't doing so well, so to make me feel better about myself. And she was the opposite. She goes, oh my gosh. She said, honey, she goes, I'm getting ready to go Ruby. I said, do what? How are you going Ruby? I mean, that's a pretty good level of income. And she goes, honey, I just shared it with everyone. She said, some will, some won't, so what, who's next? You guys, I don't know what just happened. I was sitting in my office at home, and it was like a light bulb moment. I hung up that phone. You guys, you know what I realized? One thing. I was the problem. It wasn't the products. It wasn't the compensation plan. It wasn't the company. If she could do it, so can another. I realized I was the problem. I had to get out of my own way. I had a problem. I had an ego. Anybody worry about what people think about them? Oh my God, what are they gonna think about me? I'm doing network marketing. You know, I lived in a pretty nice area and nobody in that area was doing network marketing. So I could have easily let my ego and my insecurity about what I was doing get in my way. But after that day, I finally said, you know what? Some will, some won't, so what? Who's next? I'm taking this thing to the top and I'm gonna share it with everybody. And you know what? This train is leaving the station. You can either get on or get out of my way. And I'm telling you what, you wanna know what happened 11 months later? $17,000+ a week, residual income. You know, I never dreamed in a million years, and again, I'm like, Jan, I don't share that to impress you. I share that to impress upon you. A stay-at-home mom with 3 kids that was a nurse for 10 years, never owned a business, never been in sales, never been a public speaker. If I can do it, everybody can do it. And so that is my story, you guys. And like I said, I almost quit. I'm so glad. This industry has changed my life. I've been able to now stay at home for over 10 years with my 3 daughters. I'm so grateful for that. And it's not even the money, you guys. Even if I only made $50,000 a year residual income with this company, it's a freedom. It's to be able to get up in the morning and see my kids go off on the bus. It's to pack their lunches, meet them for lunch, go on field trips with them, to be there when they get off the bus in the afternoon, to know their mom's there. That's what it's about for me. I don't need to make a 7-figure income, but that is what's possible, you guys. Anything's possible. So some of you may not need all that money. Maybe you're looking for freedom. Maybe you just want to get free or supplement.